You wake before the house is fully awake, before the first paper, before the first sentence of your thesis has a chance to exist. You are already moving. You cook, you serve, you prepare the children. You dress for work with your mind split between breakfast plates, unread messages, and unfinished research. Then you come home. And the day does not end. It simply changes costume. You cook again. You clean. You answer another question. You find another missing thing. When everyone else has gone quiet, you open the laptop with a body that has lived an entire day. And at midnight, your mind remembers one more academic task. A meeting, a presentation, a deadline, a paper you forgot to read. People see the PhD student. They do not see the woman doing a PhD after already living a full day for everyone else. That clock on the wall is not just measuring time, it is measuring depletion. Her day is not divided into work and rest. It is divided into visible duties and invisible recovery that never happens. Every hour asks for another version of her: mother, wife, worker, cook, cleaner, researcher, emotional manager, midnight survivor. From the outside, it can look like she is moving slowly, but she is not slow. Her mind is being interrupted before it can go deep. Research needs silence inside the room and inside the nervous system. But her day is built out of exits. She enters one role, gets pulled into another, then another, then another. By the time she reaches the PhD, she has to rebuild her attention from ruins. That is the invisible labor. It is not only cooking the food, it is remembering what is needed. It is noticing what is missing. It is planning tomorrow while cleaning today. It is anticipating needs, small emergencies, and the emotional weather of the home. This is mental load. Carrying what everyone else assumes will be remembered. And when you carry that load, your PhD does not happen in a clean academic space. It happens in the cracks, between meals, between caregiving, between work, between guilt. You try to switch from family mode to research mode, as if the mind has a button, but it does not. Context switching means every interruption steals more than minutes. It breaks the mental state required for research. The idea loses its shape. The paragraph becomes foreign. Nobody sees that part. Nobody sees you reading papers with a tired brain. Nobody sees you rewriting one paragraph after feeding the children. Nobody sees you opening the laptop while everyone else sleeps. Nobody sees the panic when you remember an academic obligation at midnight. Nobody sees how often you wonder whether you are slow, when in reality, you are overloaded. And that overload has a psychological cost. Chronic stress teaches your body to stay ready for the next demand. Emotional exhaustion makes meaningful work feel heavy. And imposter syndrome begins to speak in your own voice. It says, if you were capable, this would not be so hard. But imposter syndrome is not just insecurity. It is the fear that if people see you struggling, they will decide you were never meant to be here. So you push harder, quietly. You study with guilt. You rest with guilt. You answer family needs while thinking about research. You work on research while feeling the pull of family. When you are with the PhD, you fear you are neglecting the people you love. When you are with the people you love, you fear you are neglecting the PhD. And when you finally rest, another voice asks whether you have earned it. She is not tired because she is weak. She is tired because she is living inside too many roles, without enough space to become whole in any of them. That is the deeper pain. Not that she has work, but that she is constantly being divided. And still, she returns. Healing begins when she stops calling this laziness. when she stops comparing her pace to people who are not carrying the same invisible weight, when she names the hidden work, when she respects the cost of what nobody applauds. Sometimes the first act of power is not doing more. It is finally admitting how much you are already doing. The degree will be the visible achievement, but behind it is a woman who studied after cooking, wrote after caregiving, researched after work, and kept returning to herself after everyone else had taken a piece of her day. She is not only earning a PhD, she is building proof that even invisible labor can become visible strength. If this spoke to you, subscribe to Trigger and Thread, because some battles are quiet, but they still deserve to be witnessed.